Chris Boone.
As you went through the evening hours, starting to see some of that increase in that cloud coverage, seeing those clouds rolling in from the west and southwest. Some showers well off towards the south, out and towards Mexico. Not seeing those showers make its way here in the state of Texas, but we have seen that increased cloud coverage, and that's more moisture expected to make its arrival for tomorrow. That gives us a chance for a stray shower tomorrow, though most of us will be staying dry and just seeing the increased cloud coverage. In fact, that's what we're still hanging on to as we take a look at the current satellite and radar. Again, some of those high clouds mostly into the south and eastern parts of the Concho Valley. We're going to see that translate to cooler temperatures for tomorrow afternoon because we're going to hang on to that cloud coverage through the overnight hours and for the majority of your day for tomorrow. We saw the clouds kind of rolling in just in the past through the evening hours, really. Still looking at fairly quiet conditions. Can't see it really well. Again, those thin clouds, again, getting in towards the evening hours past sunset. They don't show up as easily compared to those low clouds. Last night, temperatures, well, we saw those clear skies for most of us, so we cooled down quickly, getting back down into the 50s and 40s. Because of that cloud coverage, we'll likely not see those temperatures get down into the 40s, but still could see some of us get down into those mid to upper 50s for tonight. The last 24 hours, again, quickly warmed up into the 80s. We'll see a warm up for very similar warm-up as we go in towards tomorrow as well. 70 degrees right now in downtown San Angelo. Dew points into the low 50s. And those winds staying out of the south about 5 to 10 miles per hour. That's going to continue to be a theme as we go through the next couple of days as well. Those southerly winds keeping things a little bit on the calmer side as well. Low 70s and upper 60s for most of us. A little bit warmer further towards the eastern parts. 72 in Mason, Brady, as well as Coleman sitting at 72. 69 for Mertzen, Robert Lee, and then as well and 68 right now in Sterling City. So a little bit cooler further towards the western parts of the Concho Valley. Everybody's sitting pretty close to that 70-degree mark. Another 10 degrees of cooling for most of us. Will drop down into those lower 60s and upper 50s for today. That cloud coverage continues to increase, and we'll hang on to a very consistent wind flow. Southerly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour through the overnight hours, and then for tomorrow as well. Still looking at those southerly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. A tad bit cooler. That's going to be dependent on that cloud coverage. Again, more of the clouds could see those temperatures stay a few degrees cooler, so we'll expect to increase cloud coverage for us here in San Angelo. That pulls off a few degrees, only into those low 80s, pretty close to average, in fact. And the chance for 1 or 2 stray showers, but the better rain chances really going to stay into the south and eastern parts of the Concho Valley as we get in towards tomorrow afternoon. So the cloud coverage kind of working its way in from the south. Widespread clouds, expected cloudy start to the day. Those clouds are going to persist throughout the day. That helps to keep those temperatures, again, just a few degrees cooler, but the thicker cloud coverage further towards the southeast. Those low-level clouds could see 1 or 2 showers kind of pop up, very isolated, but it's going to be seeing its bigger impact in those temperatures as you go in towards tomorrow's highs. Most of us a little bit further towards the north could be getting into the low 80s, staying into those 70s for the southern parts of the Concho Valley. That's going to be thanks to that increased cloud coverage. Then the clouds kind of break up a bit going in towards the end of the week. That's going to allow temperatures to climb back up into the 80s, even to see some low 90s by Wednesday, by Thursday. Fortunately, we see a return back to some of those 90s. Good news is we're not staying in the 90s. Just looking at it for a day, especially for the northern parts of the Concho Valley, because that's when we got eyes on our next cold front. That's going to be late Thursday into Friday. We'll really watch the timing for that cold front to see exactly when we see the cooler air arrive. But we will see a couple of 90s before the week is done. Cloud coverage, that pushes off towards the east, along with those rain showers clearing out just in time for Friday and Saturday, because Saturday, well, all eyes will be looking towards the sky at that solar eclipse. Certainly something to focus on, watching for those clear skies. A little bit of a warm-up for the next couple of days, then the cooler air makes its push across the country. That'll work its way in towards our area by the end of the week. That's really setting up for some fantastic weather for the weekend. Again, that solar eclipse, everything looks to be shaping up fairly well. We'll see a bit of a warm-up for the next couple of days, then the cold front. Temperatures really comfortable for Saturday, and looking at clear skies just in time for Saturday going into the weekend.